How I started becoming a digital nomad while I was still working my corporate job. For me, really, there were three stages, and I want to take you through those stages so that it can help you if that is your dream to become a digital nomad while you're still in your job. So a few years back, I was working a corporate job and I really didn't like it. I hated working for a boss. I wanted to quit, but then how do I quit? How do I make money online? Now, I made a ton of videos about that in my other videos, so I will make sure to have a list of videos right below in the description and in the comments for you. But to go to the three stages of how I became a digital nomad, you know what? It doesn't happen overnight, and you probably already figured that one out, right? It doesn't happen overnight, and that's why I talk about stages. So first I was still working a full-time job, and I'm sorry but you hear some frogs because I'm getting close to the pool. And yes, it is a luxury place. Yes, it doesn't cost me, actually no, it doesn't cost me anything. But again, that's another video. I was working in my full-time job and I was making good money, but I knew I wanted to quit. I hated working for a boss. I hated asking for permission. And really, I wanted to travel way more. And you have only limited numbers of days, and then you have to ask for permission, and you can maybe get 1, maybe 2 weeks, very maximum 3 weeks if you don't use up any other holidays. So, but that's really how it starts, because I didn't know I wanted to become a full-time traveler. But everything that I talk about in everything you do, the process of quitting, if you want to travel, if you want to grow a business, whatever you want to do, everything starts with small steps, right? You don't take the leap. You don't jump without a parachute. I've mentioned that 100,000 times, but it's true. You know, people still think like, oh, I have to quit overnight and then just become a full-time this or a full-time that or a traveler or whatnot. No, you take small steps. So when I was still in my corporate job, I started traveling more. So I started exploring, hey, would I be able and like to travel more often and full-time? So it started with 1 week and I enjoyed traveling. But I traveled in a sense of, could I be doing this and working remotely? Or could I be doing this, you know, not like a tourist? That's what I'm saying. I started traveling and looking at more local places and other ways than hotels and the typical touristical things. That's how I started traveling while I was still in my full-time job. Because the thing is, while you still have a job, you still have a salary and you still have money coming in. So that is a luxury you have to grab with both hands and use that benefit that you have. The second stage is I went from full-time to part-time. I was starting to get money from my online business. And again, I'm sorry for the frogs, but they sometimes shut up. See, now they shut up. I should have mentioned it before. I started making money online, and that's another video that I'll make sure to link below as well. You know, ways that without technical skills, without any degree, but I did start making money online. And so I could go from full-time to part-time. And at the same time, I did more and more remote work. So I still had money coming in from a job. I was still partly working for a boss and making money, so I could use that money, but I had more freedom to travel. In the beginning, no, because I was working part-time and I still had to be physically there, but more and more I was seeking for ways to do my job remotely so I could have more longer weekends and more days that I could actually travel and be away. So I did more house sitting, more pet sitting, exploring more, growing my business online, which again, it's another video if you want to make money online, but that's the second stage. And then the third stage is when I quit my corporate job entirely and I had all the freedom to travel full-time. But by that stage, I knew I wanted to travel more. I knew I was inspired by traveling. I knew that that freedom was something I longed for and I wanted to do. So I had all the confirmations that this was the lifestyle I really wanted, and I never took any risks. And that's when I keep saying, you know, don't jump without a parachute, have a plan and take small steps all the time. And that's what I always do, because I don't like high risks. I don't like to jump, take the leap, and then maybe be disappointed and not liking it. So I never ever do that. So in the third stage, it was really for me about being sure that that was the lifestyle I wanted. it's also important to leave your job in good, in good standing, to make sure to have several things in place before you can actually quit. And I made a video about 5 rookie mistakes before you quit, but I also have a video on, if you want to transition from your job, then 15 tips that will really help you. By the 3rd stage, I did have some savings, which is one of the tips. Make sure that you take the most of your benefits while you're still working your job, and saving money is one of them. Equally important as saving money is making money, right? Because that's what you want to do. You want to start making money. So I was starting to make money, and I have a video on 7 online income streams that I started while I was still in my job as a beginner, without certificate, without degree, without investing in all of these promises and programs that they tell you. And so one of the things was I was teaching languages, I was tutoring students, I was actually also tutoring adults. And so I was also selling stuff online. There's so many easy ways to start making money online, because I want to keep it easy, low investment, no cost, no degree, no certification, no false promises, So all these little things together, those are all the small actions that you can start taking today, right? It doesn't happen overnight. There is no such thing as, oh, Rachel, you're so lucky. You're in these amazing locations and I'm walking around with you, because yes, it's true. I am in amazing locations. But like I said, I went into stages, but I started and I want you to start, because it all starts by starting and by taking one step, right? And if you don't start today by taking one small step, what is it that you could be doing online? How can you make money online? How can you maybe work a little bit more remote? How can you travel a little bit more? All of these things are important. All of these actions are important. So start while you're still in a job. Don't take the leap. Don't just jump without a parachute. Have a plan. Make sure you check the links below, because there's a ton of tips and resources that I'll put there right below. Also, how to uncover your sweet spot. By the way, if you like this content, hit the like button and the subscribe button, because it tells YouTube that you're enjoying this. But there's so many more videos that I really take you structure and step by step. But I really wanted to share this, because it is possible for you, but you have to start taking action. It didn't happen overnight for me, and it probably won't happen overnight for you. But the best day to plant a tree was 20 years ago, and the second best day is now. So you better start now if you want to make a change in your life and feel fulfilled and satisfied and happy, even at any age. I'll see you in the next video.